About a month ago, I decided to start making YouTube shorts where I use the top comments username as the seed for a Minecraft speedrun. So far, the love on these shorts has absolutely blown away any expectations I had, and I'm so happy that you guys enjoy watching them as much as I enjoy making them. With that being said, I figured I'd throw the first 10 parts of the series into one video for you guys to watch all in a row. Thanks again, and enjoy the runs. Bye-bye. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed. Part 1. I spawn into a mesa biome and immediately see a lava pool, but I have to run 200 blocks just to find my first tree. I make some basic tools, mine some iron, and I have to kill 2 skeletons in my cave. But somehow they both drop a bow, which is an 8% chance happening back to back. I then get some food and I have to run all the way back to my lava pool, making this an 11-minute nether entry. But this seed does not get any better. I have to dig through hundreds of blocks just to find my bastion. Once I'm there, I trade loads of gold to get all kinds of loot. Then I can finally head to my fortress, kill loads of blazes, and leave the nether around 35 minutes. My stronghold is thousands of blocks away, but I finally get there, enter the end, and kill the dragon after 45 minutes and 22 seconds. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed. Part 2. I spawn right next to an ocean, so I decide to make an axe and a boat to go look for a shipwreck. When I find one, it has 14 iron in it, so I'm able to make every tool that I'll need. But I have to mine a stupid amount of gravel just to get flint. I then kill a couple pigs and start digging down underwater using a door. I find lava and make a portal as fast as I can to enter the nether in just under 8 minutes. In the nether, I spot a fortress and remember for later that it's in the negative X quadrant of the nether. When I get to the bastion, I have to mine and trade about 18 gold blocks just to get enough ender pearls to go to my fortress. I kill blazes, but I leave early to get some food in the overworld. I then get more rods and go do some math to find out the stronghold is only 700 blocks away. Back in the nether, I travel to get to better coordinates to come back to the overworld where I'm closer to the stronghold. Once I dig down, I have the most flawless navigation to the portal room. I enter the end, shoot some towers real quick to speed up the perch, and kill the dragon in 39 minutes and 14 seconds. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed. Part 3. I spawn in a jungle and find a temple, but it only has gold. I make stone tools, dig down for iron, and find a massive ravine so I can enter the nether in just around 8 minutes. I spawn on top of a ruined portal, but the chest is pretty useless. I then go hundreds of blocks to find a fortress and have to kill a ridiculous amount of blazes just to get 8 rods. I then finally locate a bastion using the entity spike on my F3 menu. Once there, I trade for gold for everything I need and leave the nether around 35 minutes. But in the overworld, I trip into a lava pool and get out just in time to save my items. But in the nether, I miss my boat trying to go off this ledge and die again. In my next trip, I try to jump this gap but miss because I didn't have sprint, and then we died a 4th time in lava. But we don't give up. After about an hour in, I finally make my way back to the portal and I'm able to find my items from earlier. I chuck some pearls, get some wool for beds, and notice an igloo right above the stronghold. But when I dig down, the igloo villager is at the top of the staircase. Bro, what are you doing here? Alright, I'm gonna go find the portal room. I then enter the end and kill the dragon in an hour and 23 minutes. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed. Part 4. I spawn in a forest biome and get basic stone tools. A creeper then blows up gravel to give me my flint and expose iron for me beneath it. I then kill pigs for food, find another cave with more iron, but realize that I wasted time because there's 5 diamonds right next to the lava pool. I still enter the nether in around 6 minutes. I grab a bunch of mushrooms, find my bastion, and trade all the gold I can. I then use my pie chart to find the exact location of a mob spawner in the nether. I grab the rest of my trades and open the chest up top to find no extra obsidian. I then find out that the mob spawner I found was a magma cube spawner, so I have to break that, check those chests for obsidian just in case, and then I find not 1, not 2, but 3 more bastions, and none of them had obsidian. But I finally find a fortress 1,000 blocks away where I have to kill about 25 blazes just to get 8 rods so I can leave the nether around 36 minutes. I have to travel through a mesa biome, but I finally find the stronghold, get some extra wood in the library for beds, and I enter the end and kill the dragon in 47 minutes and 47 seconds. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed. Part 5. I spawn in a plains next to a desert biome and go to a village nearby. I make stone tools, but the cave I find has 0 iron, so I decide to go back to the village for food and get iron from the golem. But he only drops 3, meaning I can only make a bucket. I find another cave with iron, but have to dig for a while before I find lava. But I still enter the nether in less than 9 minutes. I find a stables bastion, trade about 4 gold blocks, but I only get 17 pearls. I find some obsidian and head out to a fortress where I do my first blaze bed, a strategy where you blow up space around a spawner to make more room for blazes to spawn, and it works perfectly. So I get to leave the nether at only 22 minutes. But the stronghold is 1,500 blocks away and a bunch of my eyes break on the way. And unfortunately for me, the portal doesn't have any eyes filled in, so I have to go back to the surface and pray to see an enderman. But no luck there. I use the lava in the stronghold to make a portal and go back to the nether to mine gold and get more ender pearls, so I can finally enter the end and kill the dragon in 51 minutes and 37 seconds. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed, part 6. I spawn near a desert and see a temple in the distance. When I get there, I blow up the chest and get 3 diamonds, but no iron. Thankfully, there's some ore nearby, so I blow that up and go back to the surface. Then to get flint, I put this sand on top of the TNT, which makes it so the water doesn't stop the blast. I make my bucket and my flint and steel and kill some nearby pigs. I see this cave to dig down in and finally find a lava pool so I can enter the nether in just about 7 minutes. I immediately spot a fortress and split this skeleton off this block. I arrive at the spawner and use my leftover TNT to make more space for blazes to spawn. This way I can leave the fortress after only 2 minutes. After a bit of running, I locate a Sable's Bastion where I trade all the gold, but it takes forever to get just 10 obsidian. When I finally do, I can leave the nether at around 20 minutes. I spawn in a ravine and then find out that the stronghold is 2,000 blocks away. I grab some beds from a village along the way and eventually find the stronghold. I find the portal room and enter the end easily, but after waiting nearly 5 minutes for a perch, I kill the dragon after 33 minutes and 17 seconds. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed, part 7. I spawn next to an ocean but find a nearby village. I grab 3 emeralds from a chest and trade them for a bucket. I kill the golem, find a close lava pool, and enter the nether at just under 6 minutes. I run for a while but eventually find a treasure bastion where I trade all the gold. But I only get 18 obsidian, so I go down to grab more. After breaking the magma spawner, every piglin in the entire bastion starts attacking me for no apparent reason. And I know for a fact I had armor on. On my next trip in, I wasn't playing carefully enough and this guy killed me. I decide to play it safe by getting food and making stone tools. I get to the bastion and pray that my iron pickaxe didn't burn, and thankfully it didn't. I break all the remaining gold blocks and go back up top to trade them. I get more than enough loot, but still only have 10 obsidian. I leave the bastion and find a fortress only 10 chunks away. At the spawner, I use a bed to make more spawning space and leave 2 minutes later. I make some fresh tools, go to better coordinates, and leave the nether at 35 minutes. But guess what? The stronghold is 2,000 blocks away again! So I absolutely rip my pearls to get there as fast as possible. Finally, I get there so I can enter the end and kill the dragon after 45 minutes and 25 seconds. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed, part 8. I spawn in a forest next to a lava pool. I make stone tools, grab iron, burn some cows, and enter the nether at 6 minutes. But my bastion is miles away. When I finally find it, I mine the gold and trade it, but then I get absolutely overrun by piglins and die. I enter the nether again and have to go all the way back to the bastion, but these skeletons did not let that happen. On my third trip, I get extra food just in case and make my way back. But all my trades despawn, but I'm able to trade the backup blocks and get a couple pearls. But it doesn't matter because these skeletons apparently don't like speedruns. On my fourth trip, I go to find a new bastion where I find iron for a pickaxe so I can trade all the gold. I get everything I need and find a fort nearby. I get way too many blaze rods and finally leave the nether an hour into the run. Thankfully, the stronghold is only 500 blocks away, so I make a second portal to get even closer. I find the stronghold, enter the end, and kill the dragon after 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 13 seconds. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed, part 9. I spawn in a forest, mine some iron, kill some sheep for food, find this ravine, and enter the nether at just under 7 minutes. I find a fortress really far away that is overrun by mobs, but I'm able to get all my blaze rods. But on my way out, I get sniped by a blaze and die. On my next trip, I get completely geared up just to be safe and find a new lava pool to re-enter the nether. I find my blaze rods and have to run 1,000 blocks out just to find my bastion where I get all my trades so I can leave the nether at 43 minutes. I get a rough angle and then head to better coordinates to be closer to the stronghold. I swim for a while but find the stronghold underwater. I enter the end but quickly realize that I forgot to get wood for beds. I try to break the crystals to beat the game normally, but the dragon doesn't let that happen. And it takes me forever to get back to my portal. I enter the end and forget wood again. I try to go for the crystals, but then this happened. And then this happened. But I never give up. I finally get back and kill the dragon after 2 hours, 1 minute, and 4 seconds. Speedrunning the top comments username as a Minecraft seed, part 10. I spawn into a village with 2 blacksmith houses, but they both have nothing useful. I make a barrel and a composter so I can trade with the villagers for a bucket. I then kill the golem and break gravel to make my flint and steel. I spot a nearby lava pool and enter the nether at 4 minutes. In the nether, I have to travel for a while, but I finally spot a fortress. I go to the spawner and block it off with netherrack so I don't get sniped while getting rods. After getting 8, getting out of this fortress is not easy, so I decide to dig into a wall to get out safely. But unfortunately for me, I have to go another 700 blocks out just to find my bastion. While mining gold, my pickaxe breaks, so I have to trade to get more iron. I get the rest of the gold, get everything I need, and leave the nether at 34 minutes. I do some measuring to find out that the stronghold distance is terrible, but the terrain to get there is even worse. I try to get food and nearly die, but I'm able to make my second portal that puts me right next to a zombie spawner that gives me enough food to get to the stronghold safely. I then finally enter the end and kill the dragon in 49 minutes and 4 seconds.